Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing well, and thank you for watching. So I have a haul for you guys, and it's an Ollie's haul. So this weekend my hubby and I decided to just go on a road trip. So we are like right here, so we decided to circle around where we live. We went this way and came back the other way, but like we kind of made a circle, so we stopped at every Ollie's that was kind of near. So we drove 45 minutes north. There was one. I didn't really find a lot. I found a few things, but that will be in a separate haul because I don't want to make this video too long. And then we went to another area that was like an hour away from that first stop. And in that area they had two. One, I hit the jackpot. The other one, it was all right, but I still found some good, nice things that I really liked. And then as we were coming back home, we stopped on another one, and there wasn't much, but I did find one crafty item that I was shocked to find that. So stay tuned for that haul video. And then we came back to another one, and they had a lot of paper pads, like the Buenos Dias paper pads, and I had grabbed like 4 of them, and then I realized they were $4.99, so I put them back because I don't need them. I already have that collection. You know, I have some stuff, but I thought they were $1.99 like all the other Ollies. So I was like, for $1.99, not bad. But when I saw that they were, you know, $4.99 each, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna pay almost $5, which is not a bad price. $5 if you really want it and need it. But because I already have a few pads of that collection, I was like, nope, I don't need it, because I did buy a few when Joann's had them, you know, in store. So I put them back. They also had the Brave and Bold. Not sure if that's by Vicky Bouton or who, but Brave and Bold, they also had it, but all the designer ones were $4.99. So that was a no-no. So I have a lot of stuff to share with you, a little bit from all of the stores, but that will be in a different video. This is just from one store, the one that I said I hit the jackpot. So let me share with you. All right, at the end of this video, at the end of this haul, I will put some clips of that store, and they had a lot. They had a lot of these items. I was like, what? Like, it wasn't just a few here and there like my local Ollie's. Like, no, they had a lot. Like there was a lot. And we were talking to one of the workers there, and she was like, yeah, we still have like 2 more pallets back in the back. And I was like, darn, you guys are too far, because from where I live to there, it's like an hour and a half. And even though I would love to go again this weekend, I know my husband would not want to go again, but maybe I'll convince him, who knows. Anyways, so let me share what I did find. So I'll put pictures or small clips at the end of the video. All right, so I was super excited, and I kind of regret not getting more. I picked up 2 packs of these flowers that were only $1. So pretty much everything that I'm gonna show you was $1 unless I tell you otherwise. So I picked up these Jen Hadfield, these flowers for $1 each pack. So I thought that was nice, and I do kind of regret, you know, not getting more, but they are in the little bit more on the bigger side, but they're still pretty. But I picked up only 2 of those. And then I saw these stamps, these Christmas stamps, and I did not realize that they were by Paige Evans. Like, I was super excited that I wasn't really paying attention. I just saw like, ooh, Christmas stamps. And then my husband, like, I was trying to focus and look at what they had, because there was a lot. And then my hubby was like, oh, look over here, look at this, you need to get over here. And I'm like, okay, calm down, let me look at this first, and then I'll swing around. So he kept getting things for me, and he was just as excited as I was. So I didn't realize these were by Paige Evans until I got home, and then I was like, oh, those are the Sugar Plum Wishes collection. So I picked these up, and I thought like, wow, $1, like, yes. And then I saw these right here, and I just figured, I mean, I know they're like by Jen Hadfield from her collection, from the Farmstead Harvest. And I just saw this. I didn't really read, so I thought they were stickers. But then like it fell down and it landed like this, and that's when I realized that these are metal dies. So I thought that was great for $1, metal dies. So I found this. I also picked up they had the ephemera to go with it. So I picked that up. So I was super excited. I think I had picked up like an ephemera or some stickers from Joann's from this collection. And then I also found the thickers. So I was super excited about that, to find the dies and the foam stickers and the ephemera, because this is going to be perfect for the fall. So I'm going to put this to a side so I can start crafting with these for the fall. And then the other thing that I also found was the Pebbles celebration stamps. So I thought those were nice. So I picked those up. I also picked up these Sticko. It says floaty candles. I mean, not floaty candles. Why am I thinking candles? Floaty stickers. So I found the unicorn, super chunky. So I got the unicorn. I thought that was cute. And then I picked up the seahorse. So I thought those would be nice for like a swap, Happy Mail, or just to embellish like an embellishment box or something. And then I also picked up these ephemera. It says Dreamer. Not sure who it's, like what collection is it. I don't know if it's like Bow Bunny or what. It just says Dreamer, but the colors are very pretty, like purple. And here are all of the different ephemera pieces, very nice. And then I also picked up, they had a bunch of these, the Brave and Bold by Amy Tangerine, like puffy stickers. So I picked up, you know, a few. And then I also found some of the pink paisley confetti wishes. I only picked up a few because I have this collection. I have the paper pad and I have some stickers and stuff from Joann's. So I picked that up. And then I also picked these letterboard icons. So these are for the letterboard. They did have the letterboard, but I did not read. I just looked at the images and I figured they were kind of like stickers. I didn't really check, but I'm pretty sure I can use them as embellishments, because I just saw them and I thought they were stickers or some type of acrylic embellishment. But then when I got home, I saw that it said letterboard icons. So yeah, but as you can see, I'm pretty sure I can use them as embellishments. So I will use them in that way. So I picked those up. And then the other thing that I also picked up were these Life card, Project Life cards. And since my daughter is crafting or paper crafting, I figured she might use some because they're like blank to write, you know, like journaling cards or whatnot. So I figured she would enjoy using some of these. So I picked 2 of these. And then also I picked these up. These are Project Life photo overlays. I'm not sure if I was gonna use these or not. Like, I wasn't sure about them, so I only picked up 1. And there are 12 in here, so I wasn't sure about this, so I only picked up 1. And then I also picked up these it says Main Character Energy by Shamil, and these are the enamel stickers. I only picked up 2 because, you know, I mean, I will use them, but I'm like, So I picked up 2, and they also had the washi tape, and for $1, I was like, oh, yes. So I picked that up. That goes together. And then I also picked this up. This is, it says Curvy Cutter, Double Circle Maker. So it has, I guess it has the cutter, and you can cut like a circle. So I thought that was really nice. EK Tools. And for $1, very good price. And then this was the last punch. I don't know if they had more punches, but this was the last one. So I was excited about that. that it's a large edge punch, and for $1 I was like, what? Because the other punches that I had found at my other Ollie's, that is 45 minutes north, all the punches were $4.99, but at this place they had these punches for $1. But this was the last one, like I said. If not, I would have gotten more. And then I just saw this one and I'm like, ooh, stencils, $1.99. Yes, I'll take one. So I thought these were like, you know, stencils for like, and it has letters, and you can see the letters. And I just thought they were stencils. And then when I got, I mean, they are stencils, but like I thought they were like crafting stencils. And then when I got home, I realized it's a sweet sugar bell cookie stencil set. So it's actually for baking, you know, to decorate your cakes or cookies. But I'm still gonna use them for, you know, they are by American Crafts, but I'm gonna use them as stencils for my, you know, mixed media projects. So I thought that was a great price, $1.99. So I picked that up. And then I also picked these color pencils. Not that I need them because, you know, I have color pencils. But I don't know. For $1, I see $1 and I just am like, well, I don't need it. But I'll pick them up because they were $1 and they are by American Crafts. And the shades on these are more like fall. So I do have some stems that are fall related. So I figured maybe I could use color pencils to color. And like I said, it has more like fall shades, like shade of fall colors. So I figured this would be nice for fall and not $1. And then I also picked this up, this punch of a Christmas tree. So I thought that was really cool for $1. And then this was the last one as well. This is by the We Are Memory Keepers. This is a link punch. I didn't know what it was, but I'm like, for $1, let me just get it because it was the last one. So I guess it makes this so you can connect, like if you want to make a banner, you can connect two different things with this type of punch. So I'm like, okay, I don't have that. So, but I was like, I don't know what kind of punch it is, but for $1, I'll take it. And especially since, you know, when you're like at a place and nobody's there, but once they see that you're there and you're looking at things and you're putting things in your cart, it's like people stop to like, oh, what is she getting? Or, you know, so I was like, oh, let me just get that and put it in the cart. Let me move this out of the way. So I was super excited at this store because this is the most I've seen at an Ollie's near me. My Ollie's doesn't carry this much cool items and not this many items. So I was super excited to have found all of this in one store in one trip. And then the other thing that my husband found, he found these for me. He's like, oh, look at these. Do you want some of these? And these are the Jen Hadfield Flower Child, the card kit. It makes, I think it makes 20 cards. Yep, it says it makes 20 cards and for $1.99. So that's really nice. So you get the envelopes, the cards, and some like ephemera pieces to decorate and stickers. So for $1.99, awesome price. And then I also picked, I have another bag under here. I also picked up these by American Crafts as well. These are the DIY party. This is the mini piñata cupcake. So these are little mini piñata cupcakes. I'm not sure if I can use them as a little box. I mean, I'm gonna try and see what I can do. I was like, oh, they're $1 only and there's 3 in here. So I figure if I can't turn them into like little boxes, I'll just decorate them and make a piñata. And maybe, you know, for like a birthday or like my grandbaby's birthday is coming up, I figure I can decorate these, you know, because you're supposed to, I guess, decorate them yourself. So you're supposed to make your own piñata with them. It doesn't come with like that's paper. I don't know what you call it, streamer. But, you know, I have streamer and I can always decorate them to the color of the birthday party for my grandbaby, which is Silly Goose or Silly Goose, but it's going to have geese. So I'm super excited because you guys know how much I love a goose. Not goose. is it? Yeah, a goose. But it kind of looks like a swan, right? So I'm happy. And it's very girly, bow, pinks. I'll take pictures, but it's still a long time till it's till October, but that's the theme. And the other one are these ice cream cones. So there's 3 in here, and for $1, I thought that was a great price. So I picked that up too, 1 of each. I was very disappointed with their sheets because their sheets were $1.25, and I've seen a lot of people where they have like the single sheets like 25 or 10 for $1 in a pack. Mine were like not in a pack, they were just single, and they were 25 cents each. And at first, these with the houses, I picked up 4 of each. I'm like, well, you know, $1.25 each, like, okay, I'll take it, like, not bad. I mean, you know, I mean, they are designer, and I figured this one would go. This is from that collection from the Harvest, Farmstead Harvest, for the thickers and the ephemera. So, and the dies. So I figured, you know, let me just get at least 4 so I can craft a little bit with it. Because, you know, they're $1.25 each. So I decided just to get 4. But when she ranked them up, for some reason, they were ringing up 99 cents. And I'm like, well, there's a sign over there that says 25 cents. So if they're not ringing up for 25 cents, like, I'm not going to take them. I'm not going to pay 99 cents. I mean, that's not how I told her, you know, but I'm like, I'm not paying 99 cents. Like, I don't really need them. I'm just taking them to go along with my, you know, with the rest of the items. So if they're not 25 cents, you know, I'm like, that's fine. Like, I'll leave them. But then she scanned these over here. And this is also by the same Farmstead Harvest. And, you know, these were ringing up 25 cents. It has like little acorns and leaves. It's from the same collection. So very fall. So these were ringing up 25 cents. And then the cashier, I guess, called the manager. And she's like, these are ringing up for 25 cents, but these are not. So... And she's like, it doesn't make sense why some are 25 cents and not the others. And the manager just said, you know what, go ahead and just, you know, ring them up as 25 cents because the sign is out there that says 25 cents on the single sheets. So go ahead and just, you know, scan the other ones that are 25 cents. And this is by Paige Avens. Wonders. I'm not sure. Yeah, Wonders. So I didn't know if I had this collection, some of it or not, but I just, for 25 cents, I went ahead and picked up 4 as well. So that was a bummer that they were only $1.25, but I can't complain. I mean, you know, even though 25 cents is not a lot, but, you know, I have seen other people get them for 20, like 10 for $1. And then they had a lot of these. These were $1.25 too. I should have gotten more, but I already, you know, I don't know. I just kind of like, I was so distracted with everything. So I didn't really think about maybe getting more since it is like, you know, a specialty paper. And I only got 4, but they had a ton of these. Like, I should have gotten more. So I only picked up 4. And then I also found some paper pads. So let me share with you. They didn't have a lot of paper pads, but I did find like 3. So I found this one, the Park Lane Rustic Metals. And this is what it looks like. It is double-sided, very pretty. It has some gold foil in it. I figure I could also use this for fall, and they're, you know, it's really nice. I could mix and match this one with the other fall collection that I just showed you. All right, the other pad that I found was this Park Lane Industrial. This one, she was barely putting a box out. That's when, you know, we were talking to her, and I'm like, oh, could I get one? And she's like, oh yeah, sure. Let me just put the price, because she was just barely putting the prices on it for $1.99. And that's when we were talking to her. We told her how they had a lot of stuff compared to our store. And she said, like, yeah, she's heard that before. And I really like these colors, because look at this. Even though it says like industrial, but it looks like fall colors to me, that I can use this with fall. There's some butterflies, the colors on this, you know, I can use this for the fall for sure, even though it has some of these this mainly, but this could be used for maybe Father's Day to make a card. And on the back there's like tools, so that would be nice for like Father's Day, or this one with the wooden, you know. So I thought that was nice. I was surprised that I actually liked it, because, you know, just by looking at it. All right, the other one that I was really excited for was this Beautiful You collection. Sorry guys. All right, so this is by Bo Bunny, and it was $1.99. Very pretty collection. So I like the purples, the flowers, the yellow in this. Very pretty. So I was super excited. It also has bees. So I really liked it. I'm not sure if this collection goes with this one, because this one, it says Dreamer. So I don't know what collection this is, but I figured maybe I could mix and match some of the colors, since, you know, the ones that don't have the bee, of course. I don't know if all of them will have the bee in it, but like, oh, this one does have bees. Never mind. Well, I mean, I could do like the butterflies and florals if I use some of this ephemera with some of these sheets. But yeah, I figure, like, I don't know what collection that is, but it just says Dreamer. And like I said, she said they had 2 more palettes that, you know, were in the back. Well, like I said, it's an hour and a half away from me, so yeah, not sure. And then I ended up picking this. This is the last item. This is the art journaling, and these are pretty long sheets. These are 11 by 17 inches, and this is art paper, 24 sheets, and for $1.99. So I thought that was a great price. So I was super excited to have found all of these items at one store. I would really like to go back sometime soon, since she said they still had 2 more palettes. So I told my husband, I wonder what's in those palettes. I kind of wanted to tell her, well, here's my husband, he can help you unload those 2 palettes if you want. Oh goodness. But anyways, I was super excited. Like I said, that was the second Ollie's, and I was just like, oh, I wanted to scream in excitement that I had hit the jackpot, because I definitely found a lot of items. All right guys, well, I'm sorry if some of you are not able to find much. Like I said, I haven't. My store brings a little bit here and there, but not like this store. I wish I lived near this store, and gosh, I'll be going every single day or almost every other day, because they had a lot. I mean, I was in shock of how much they had in stock, because my Ollie's does not have that much stuff. So I was surprised. Very surprised. I don't know. Maybe I'll convince my husband if we can go again this weekend. It's like, let's just go and come back. Like, we're not gonna take, because Saturday we did take almost all day, just, you know, driving around, and then we ate, and then, you know, came home, and yeah, we stopped at our local Ollie's. I found a few things that I'll put in a different haul. All right guys, well, I'm sorry if some of you are not finding things. I know how frustrating that can be, because trust me, I was frustrated for not finding much things. I kept watching videos and how some amazing finds, you know, some people were finding amazing finds and I wasn't. So I was getting frustrated too, so I know how that feels. But yeah, I had to drive all of Saturday. We were out and about hitting our closest, you know, around us. But I'm glad that this store, like I said, had a lot in stock. A lot. All right guys, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this haul, and like always, have a blessed day. Till next time. Bye bye.